everybody. Welcome back to Scales with Simpson. Kind of makes me sound like a fish. Alright, well, in our last lesson, what we did, here's the ukulele, the picture of the ukulele fretboard here again. This is the G string that's closest to your chin. And we built a scale starting on all the open strings. We started on this string, so open, you know, and that was the first note. And then we went up a whole step and a whole step, half step, right? We followed that pattern. That's what we did in the last lesson. So the goal of this lesson is to show you that using this mathematical formula, you can play any scale from any place on the fretboard. So for the sake of this exercise, I know this is going to be very difficult for some of you. But don't worry about what notes you're playing right now. Just follow this mathematical equation here. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And let's build some scales. We don't have to know what notes they are. So let's just start on the 4th fret here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on your ukulele. We'll figure out what the notes are later. But all we're going to do is go, so whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Sounds right to me. So you can go back now and figure out what notes they are if you want, or what note you started on. So this is the G string, right? And so G, G sharp, A sharp, B, right? So that was B. Let's go now. Take that away. Now somebody said to me at some point, why do I need to know how to play a B scale? Well, the reason that we learn how to play scales is because songs that we play use the scales to make up the melody. So if you want to ever know how to play the melody, or even to figure out what the melody is so you can sing it, you're going to be playing that scale. You know, if the song is in the key of G, if the first chord and the last chord is G, chances are you're going to be, the song and the melody is mostly built on the G scale. So, you know, and there's songs in every key. You know, lots of times you'll see a song that's written in B flat. So B flat scale is no different than C scale, except it starts on a different fret, but it's exactly the same thing. It's whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So, you know, once you know one and you kind of figure it out, you can play them all. Let's just pick another random note. Let's pick this one. Okay. And then we're going to go whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. All right. You know, and the only other thing I'd say is once you can do that, you know, again, go up and down, but you know, try to pay attention to what frets you're playing at the time. Like if you look at these, you know, just because this will help you to remember where to put your fingers, that's all on this scale. So it starts on the 2nd fret, then it goes to the 4th, then it goes to the 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 13th. I think, is that right? 12, 13. Yeah. 14th. So there you go. You're up there. So the 14th fret on that. So, and more the way I look at it when I practice these is rather than counting the frets and figure out I'm on the 14th, I just pay attention to where it is according. Like this, these 2 dots are on the 12th fret on my ukulele and guitar. So I know that's 12. 13, 14, 15. You know, pretty soon you can just sort of get your road map using these dots of of where all the notes are. And the reason you want to remember where they are is just so you can play them a little bit fluently, so you can hear what they sound like. Good. So that was the whole point of this lesson, was just to show you that you can use this mathematical formula anywhere on the fretboard to create a scale. And I would encourage you, just as an exercise every day, it's a really good mental warm-up, and it's a real good warm-up for your fingers, to just, what I would do is pick a place on your ukulele, like say you're going to pick the 5th fret position. It doesn't matter which notes they are. Just, I'm going to do all my major scales from the 5th fret. So build a scale from there, build a scale from there, build a scale from there, and build a scale from there. Okay, so that's the end of this ukulele part. And now we're going to skip ahead and just show it once on the guitar. So again, you can use this. The whole point of this is just so you get used to using this mathematical formula from anywhere on the neck. You know, pick a random place. You don't have to know what notes they are to do this exercise. You know, so say I start here. Okay, and then we're just going to go whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So the first one is a whole step, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay. And do it again from somewhere else. You know, I'd do the same thing. I would just pick maybe all your strings on maybe the 5th fret here and do all your scales going up and down on each string based on your 5th fret. You can go back and figure out what notes they are. That's fine. You can mainly figure out which notes it starts on, and then you'll know what the scale is, because that's called the root, by the way. So the root means home, or the start and end note of the scale. If the scale is a G scale, G is the root. And the reason I like that word is because it sounds like home, like it's the root. It's where we start. And you can hear in a song, you know, when you hear a song sort of go around and then come back to the G chord again, if it's in G at the end of the song, you can feel like it's sort of come home. So anyway, that's the exercise. I hope this makes sense to you, and good luck. I'll see you in the next lesson, which is crossing strings. Bye for now.